Es ist nicht wie im Wort da draußen, es ist riesig.
I'm really excited to talk about your new show, actually. I love how sort of Fallout introduces Lucy and Maximus and how it develops into that sort of first meeting they have together. Now that you actually both know each other quite well, I would love to start with you, Ella. What skills of Aaron would actually help him to survive the real-life version of the wasteland? Yeah. And although we hope it doesn't come to that, of course, yeah.
Right. That's a really good question. I'm not sure that we've been asked that. What skills of Aaron personally?
I think this means I don't have any.
No, it means that I got asked first and I need a second to think, actually. You know, you don't give yourself enough credit for this, but you are actually quite resourceful. Yeah.
I don't give myself credit for that?
No, you don't, but you are quite resourceful. As in, like, you can always, like, find things. You know, does that make sense? It's
yeah, I'm always looking for things.
You're always the guy with a plan. Like, he's always, like, gathering groups and finding places to go and sourcing us the things that we need. You know, I feel like you're a people person.
I'm a people.
You know what your biggest skill would be? You'd get the best group together.
Yeah. And I think I'd be a good judge. I'd have a good judge character, maybe. I'd be like, not that guy.
Yeah.
Not
or
that
like,
guy.
we should get him. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. We need that. Maybe.
That sounds like someone you really need in that group. How about Ella, Aaron? I mean, why would she be the perfect survivalist?
Oh, well, she is a good leader. I've told her this. She's an advocate for everyone. And that means like people that maybe don't feel like they have a voice in a moment. She actually would be the first to be like, no, you do, but I'll also speak up for you. And, you know, she'd be a good leader.
Die Mission der Vault sollte einem jeden von uns wichtig sein. Die Oberfläche eines Tages neu zu besiedeln. Was ist die letzten 200 Jahre passiert?
Ach du Scheiße, du bist ja tatsächlich eine Vault-Bewohnerin.
Ja.
Ich dachte, ihr Schwachköpfe wärt längst tot.
Ich hatte eine heftige Woche. Im Grunde hat jeder, den ich hier oben getroffen habe, versucht, mich umzubringen.
Ich werde Ihnen lediglich die Organe entnehmen.
Ella, I know that you played the game before you tackled on the role. I would love to know, first of all, which game did you play, and what was it about the game that maybe also piqued up your interest in the show? Yeah.
Well, I'd actually already accepted it, the part before I played the game. Immediately, I was like, I'm in. It wasn't even a question. I played Fallout 4. I'm not very good at it. So I opted to spend more time watching other people play because I didn't have that long to prep and I just wanted to kind of get through the game as much as I could. But I have a problem with the controls. I'm going to try inverting my controls. Someone told me to do that. I'm going to try inverting. It's up is down, down is it's a nightmare. I loved it though. I'm just not very good.
Yeah, I as well, the same, but the scripts had that tone. Dave, do you play the game?
Yeah, I played the game, not too much actually, but I know the franchise and the games as well. Yeah, so
okay. Yeah, I mean, it really was that thing for us not being familiar, knowing of the games, but not being familiar enough with them to recognize what I think fans would recognize, which is the tone of Fallout. You know, the ability to have this comedy juxtaposed with, you know, the end of the world. The rebuilding of civilization, but also the real decay of society. It really, for us, it was like surprising and new, I think, both of us reading the scripts. It was like, who wrote this? Who came up with this? And then learning more in our investigation was like, oh, this has been here all along.
Wenn Sie darauf bestehen zu bleiben, dann werden Sie sich anpassen müssen.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new sun will suddenly break through. But I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with you.
haben Schimmligen erwischt.
In shows like Fallout, The Walking Dead, or Battlestar Galactica, I would say, I think one of the most interesting things is that society has to adapt to those horrible circumstances. So you get new forms of communities, you get a different set of rules, how societies survive and live together. So maybe for you, Ella, I would love to know, if you could choose, what society or community do you find personally more interesting, the Vaulties or the survivors of the wasteland? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I find them both fascinating in different ways. Obviously, I'm much closer to the mindset of a vault dweller. That's where I focus most of my research. I was doing a lot of research into vault tech, but I didn't want to do so much research because I still wanted to start in that place of innocence. I wanted to believe what Lucy believed, which is that vault dwellers are bred to save the world, essentially, right? And vault tech is good and has good intentions, and the golden rule exists, whatever. I do find surface dwellers, though, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't really something I considered until me and Aaron started working together, when Lucy and Maximus meet. And I considered what it would be like, how I could possibly, as a vault dweller, relate to someone who was born and raised and spent their entire life on the surface. They couldn't be more different. I don't know. It's a good question. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, we have to wrap up, unfortunately, but maybe we take that to another time on the second season of the show. So thank you so much, guys, for the quick talk, and good luck with the show, of course.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow, so I hear the clouds